Princess Leonor's second solo engagement. Why this conference matters more than you think. What if one of the biggest challenges facing a future queen isn't standing in front of thousands of people, but protecting the generation growing up in a world where danger can hide behind a screen? Princess Leonor has spent much of her young life preparing for a role that comes with enormous expectations. But during her second solo engagement at a conference focused on youth and cybersecurity, the future queen stepped into a subject that is becoming increasingly difficult to ignore. Because the question is no longer simply, how safe are young people online? The more worrying question is, are we prepared for what comes next? And for Leonor, this engagement was about more than attending another official event. It offered a glimpse into the kind of issues she may be expected to champion in the future. Princess Leonor's public role has been gradually expanding as she prepares for her future responsibilities. Her second solo engagement at a conference centered on youth and cybersecurity placed her in the middle of a conversation that affects millions of young people. From social media and online privacy to cyberbullying, misinformation, and digital security, the internet has transformed how young people communicate, learn, and build relationships. But with those opportunities comes serious risks. And that's what makes this particular engagement so interesting. Leonor wasn't simply appearing at a ceremonial occasion. She was taking part in a discussion about a rapidly changing world, one where technology is evolving faster than many people can keep up with. Imagine being a teenager today. Your social life can exist online. Your education can depend on digital platforms. Your personal information can travel across the internet in seconds. And sometimes, you may not even realize how much of your digital life is visible to others. That's why cybersecurity has become such an important issue for young people. The challenge is not just about sophisticated hackers or complicated computer systems. It's also about everyday decisions. What information do you share? Who do you trust online? Can you recognize manipulation? And what happens when something posted on the internet refuses to disappear? These are difficult questions, especially for younger generations. And by attending a conference dedicated to these issues, Leonor was connecting her public role to a subject that is increasingly important to families, schools, governments, and technology experts. It also highlights something fascinating about her future position. As the next generation of royal leadership prepares to take shape, the issues they face may look very different from those faced by previous generations. But here's the unsettling part. Technology doesn't wait. While governments and institutions are discussing how to protect young people online, the digital world continues to change every day. New platforms appear. Artificial intelligence is becoming more powerful. Cyber threats are becoming more sophisticated. And young people are often among the first to experience both the benefits and the dangers. So, could cybersecurity become one of the defining issues of Leonor's generation? It's impossible to know exactly what role she will play in the future. But engagements like this suggest that her public responsibilities are beginning to expose her to complex issues that go far beyond traditional royal ceremonies. And perhaps that's the real significance of this event. It wasn't just about where Leonor was standing. It was about the world she may one day help represent. A world where leadership increasingly requires an understanding of technology, security, and the challenges faced by younger generations. Princess Leonor's second solo engagement may have appeared relatively quiet compared with major royal celebrations. But sometimes, the most important moments aren't the ones with the biggest crowds. They're the ones that reveal where the future is heading. For Leonor, a conference focused on youth and cybersecurity offered an opportunity to engage with an issue that could shape the lives of an entire generation. And as she continues taking on more public responsibilities, one question becomes increasingly fascinating: what kind of queen will Princess Leonor become in a world that is changing faster than ever before? Will she become a royal figure who simply represents tradition? Or could she become a voice for the challenges facing a new digital generation? Perhaps, years from now, we'll look back at engagements like this one and realize they were early clues to the future role she was preparing to embrace. And that is what makes Princess Leonor's journey so intriguing to watch.